Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. If you are looking for a Hytale server on launch day, then this is the server for you. It's going to be fun, it's going to be casual, and you're going to make tons of friends if you aren't somebody who already has a friend group that you plan on playing with day one. Everyone is welcome, all nationalities from everywhere in the world. It's going to be really exciting. I've got the Discord link down below. It is a little bit bare bones at the moment. I have been really busy with college exams, and obviously we're in the Christmas period, super busy, but over the next week or so, I do plan on adding more to the server. It's already a great little community on there, so please feel free to join and have some fun and engage on there. So, quick disclaimer before we fully dive in, everything here is subject to change. The whole reason I have the Discord and I'm going to be posting on the Reddit is not only to gain traction to this video and to obviously have people get on the server, but also I want to hear the feedback. You let me know what you want in the server. Maybe you have an idea that's genuine and really good. I'm going to be sat there going, that's great. Even when the server comes out with the initial set of rules and guidelines, that is going to change and adapt over time as well, because ultimately, you know, everything's subject to change. We are going to find out, hey, we tried this, that didn't work. Maybe we set this set of rule and that's actually constrained some other areas of the game. Things are very much open to change. So with that said, let's actually dive into what actually will the server be about. For me, it's an RP/society server. The RP won't be super serious. You know, you do not have to put on a voice, play a role the whole time. That's not what it is about. Of course, if you want to be like, I'm going to run a chicken shop and I want to sell chicken to everyone all day, and that's all I want to do on the server, and I want to be known as Chicken Joe and I just sell chicken to people. You can be known as Chicken Joe and just sell chicken to people. That is great. People on the server are going to love it, and I think that's really fun. But that's not what you have to do, and you will not be reprimanded for not playing a role on the server. That is not the idea behind it. The actual idea behind it, and more where the role play elements come in, is I want people to go off in groups or by themselves and start a town. And other people will show up, and these towns will hopefully grow over time. Some of them will fail and collapse because they don't get enough players. Others will prosper, and it will be really fun. And I like the idea that each town can pick its leadership. Maybe you want to vote your leaders in. Maybe you vote 4 people in. Maybe you vote 1 guy in. Maybe someone rises up and becomes king of the town or whatever, and he's a dictator. Or maybe you pick the leader through the person who is the strongest in your town. Like you have a trial by combat, and you all fight each other, and the strongest among you leads your village. And what he will do, or they will do as a multitude, they will go, hey, look, we don't wear pants in this town. That's our rule in this town. We don't wear pants. Or maybe we build all our buildings out with this material. Or you get to decide the rules. That's the point. I could sit here and name 90 rules, but you as the players gotta get to decide what goes on in your towns. I think it's really important now to mention war is an option, but it is not going to be a server with no consequences. You do not just get to hop on and decide that you want to just declare war on every other player and murder every player you see. That's not what the server's for. If I see anyone aimlessly murdering people, or just their whole town is just about going around and murdering all the other villages, no. That's not what the server's for. That's not fun for other people. That's fun for you and your 10 friends or 20 friends on the server. It's not fun for the rest of the server. So that's not what the server's about. You can declare war on people. You can kill other players. You can steal from other players. You can do all the crimes, as you might call them, but you have to have justified reasons. I'm trying to think of a good reason. Let's say I have claimed a piece of land next to my town. I've gone, this is where we kind of generally get our wood from. This is where we grow all our trees. This is our area. That's fine. If another group comes along from a different town and starts chopping down all the trees that you've been growing and looking after, that's a reason to have a fight right there. Now, the war will not go on for weeks and months on the server. I mean, it might, but what I mean by this is, you know, you can't just have every time you come across one of their players, you kill each other, because that's just going to be endless, annoying, and frustrating for both sides of that engagement. What'll happen is you guys will basically stay in the server chat or wherever in the Discord. We've declared war. I'll probably have some sort of system in the Discord for that. And I'm going to go, grand, the war's been declared. Here's you've given the reason. It seems fine. One of the moderators will okay it. And then you guys are at war. You're fighting. We will be able to see who's murdering each other, who's fucked up each other's towns. We don't really want to have people grief too much, so I don't want people to go along destroying people's entire villages. That's, again, I'll dive a little bit more into that later, but the idea basically will be you have a war, and once we see a clear winner from that war, the war's done. They've won the land, they've won the dispute, and the war is over, and it's finished. Now, that doesn't mean you can't come back and fight over the dispute again. You might lose that war, and then, you know, a week later, in real time, go, fuck it, right, we've rearmed or re-geared, we want to go fight for that piece of land again. We're going to attack them again. And you can send me that message, or one of the moderators, again, in the chat and Discord, and you'll be able to justify your reason for war, because that's important. For me, it is not just aimlessly about fighting each other. There's got to be a little justification. Otherwise, the game doesn't work. And that actually mimics real life really accurately, because in real life, if you look through history, yes, people declared war on each other for really silly reasons, but they still generally would have to justify it to their neighbors. because if someone was seen to just be declaring war on everyone around them for no reason whatsoever, they were viewed as very tyrannical, and other people would form coalitions against these countries because it was just deemed as like, oh, hey, these guys are just going to declare war on us next. So it's really important that we still maintain that facet of human life into the game, because yes, on the game, if I die in the Hytale server, it doesn't matter in real life. That is the truth. So we have to, as moderators and as the person running the server, I have to put down guidelines for players to play by. Jumping quickly just before we end off the video into the grieving side of things as well. Do not be going, like, when you're at war, I don't want them to just go at each other's villages and burn them to the ground. That's not very fun. If people on the Discord and on the Reddit tell me that that's what they want, then maybe we can have that in, but I don't think that's good. Like, if I've spent, you know, as a group of people, if you spend hundreds of hours building up your city and town, to see it burn to the ground in a single day is quite sad. And so ultimately, I think we want to try and avoid those kind of moments. So I think even if you're at war, it's just more going to be focused on killing players, stealing resources, and not burning down the cities and villages that people have developed. We'll see about that again. That could be something that can be discussed further, but I think that's how I would like it to run. Ultimately, I'm just really, really excited for Hytale. I know this was a little bit rambly, but I just wanted to get people a feel for what the server is going to entail. Every rule in the server is not being laid out. We're obviously going to have server events, going to try and have mini games. The server is there for people to come on, make some friends, and have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a fun time. It isn't there to be super serious all the time, but I really love the idea of just communities being on the server, different communities, and if you make a community, that you will get your own dedicated Discord channel on the Discord, so you guys can chat in there, and only you guys can chat in there, and then there'll be general chat, because right now, and something that's really frustrated me, is there's no proximity chat for Hytale yet. So that's, until that comes in, we're going to have to use Discord as a communication device between players, and hopefully with time we will get to start to see some proximity chat added to the games, or added to the game in the next few weeks. Look, thanks for watching. Sorry that was a little rambly, but it just felt like the best way to get the point across about what the server actually is, and I really do hope as many people as possible come along and join us. You subscribe, I have more videos up on the channel about Hytale, and I'll be live streaming it all. There'll be loads of content around the actual server. So again, if you're on the server, hopefully you're okay being on live stream and stuff. Obviously if you're not, you just don't have to join the Discord channel I'm in. You can still hang out in the server, and you don't have to get involved with any of that, but there will be live streams, and there will be a bunch of other stuff as well on the channel, or yeah, on the channel and in the server. Sorry. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and best of luck with your day.